Hello and welcome back to another vlog. My name is SAJJAD IMTIAZ and today I've come to Castle Loop Trail in Ramapo State Forest. Basically this trail leads to the wanaque castle, which is now in the state of ruins because vandals destroyed it. But they say it's a very scenic view from the top of the mountain, so let's see how it is. But if I talk about the trail, it's about 3.1 miles back and forth. It's like a round trip. So basically 1.5 miles give and take each way, so it shouldn't be that bad. But just to be on the safe side, I'm using all trails because it definitely helps. Actually, I just came back to see this sign because I almost skipped it. So this is just a map of the trail with the picture of the ruins. However, the trail goes both way, to the right and to the left, and then it just says that you don't leave any valuables in the car because obviously I think this area is not safe. That's why they have this sign here. And this trail is pet friendly, so you can bring your dogs or your cats if you have one. And one more thing, the park timing is 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. I'm now heading towards the castle, so let's see. I also want to mention one thing. The castle have a huge history. Like it's been I think it's a century old, more than a century old. So I'm definitely going to talk about the history once I get to the castle, because I think it makes more sense when I'm at the location to talk about it rather than talking now, and then when I get there I don't have anything to talk. So far the trail is very easy and nice, even though online they said there might be some steep areas, but let's see. But up until then I'm enjoying this, so I would say it's an easy trail so far. Again, you have some graffitis here. Oh man, I don't know why people like to ruin things, but again, Ramapo forest is not that bad. It's pretty nice and beautiful. So I'm just heading towards the castle now. So this is something nice. So the meadow is in progress and this area is left intentionally unmowed because they want to have more butterflies here, I guess. I did saw one or two before, but I don't know, this is the reason. So hopefully if I come next time, this will be a fully grown meadow. So I've just come across this watchtower. It's pretty old. I think it was built at the same time as the castle, but right next to is the headquarters of Restored Native Plants. It's like an NGO. So even though this house is about almost I think 60-70 years old, but right now nobody lives in it, and the property is being used as a headquarters for the Restored Native Plants. And I think soon they're gonna open up this area for visitors, but right now it's closed. So let's see, hopefully when they open it up, then maybe we can come back and get a tour from inside. Alright, so this is the headquarters. Even though this was a privately owned house back in I think 1940 or 1950, but currently it's not being used as a residential house. But this is the view I came to see. You can see the mountains in the back, so you just have to imagine how the views would look like from inside the house. Right now it's closed for the public, but they're planning to open it for the general public. So let's see when they do it. Once they open it up, I'm definitely gonna come back and take a visit of it, and then we can have a tour from inside the house. But you can see the lake from here. Actually, that's Ramapo Lake, and the view is really amazing from here. Man, I wish they had opened this up soon so we can go inside and take a tour, but we'll definitely have to come back, especially for the view from inside the house, but it looks pretty good. I'm just gonna head back to the trail and go to the castle now. Now I'm going downhill, so let's see. Finally I've come down the hill and I can see the lake from here. I don't know if it's visible in the camera or not, but I just have to go down from here and then make a right and go towards the castle. So actually that's the lake right there. If I can zoom in, it's right there. I'm almost by the Ramapo Lake and I just have to make a right from here. So the view is very scenic and we have to go to the right, but I'm just gonna go to the left just to see the dam over there, and just for the observation. and then I'll go back to this side. This is Ramapo Lake, and you can see the beauty of it. It is definitely one of the most beautiful views I've seen so far. By the look of it, can you tell it's in New Jersey? Oh, it's like in the middle of the mountains, and look at the beauty. There is nothing on this side. I thought maybe there's, a water going down. Maybe the dam is open, but no, it's just seeping through, but nothing major. So whatever, we have, it's only on this side. And then obviously there's, some dragonflies, and yeah, that's it. So I'm just gonna head back. Actually, there's one dragonfly down there, if I can capture it. There's a couple of them. There's one right there. So yeah, let's just leave them and let's go back to the castle. So I'm heading towards the castle now, but you can see the view. So even this side of the lake is pretty beautiful, but unfortunately you cannot do swimming here. That's the only downside about it. So let's just head to the castle now. Again, you're gonna see some houses on the top of the hill. They're only there because back in the time people used to live here, but then suddenly everybody vanished. Nobody knows what happened to the residents. Where did they go? Even there's no record of them who used to live here or not. So yeah, I think this whole area is kind of cursed. So the castle is not so far from here, but you guys have to stay tuned for the story of what happened, who built the castle, why it was abandoned, why is it in the condition it is today. So once you get to this point, instead of going to the left, you have to stay to the right towards Castle Loop Trail, you can see, and the other one is Ramapo Lake Loop. So I'm just heading to the castle. And another thing is there's two pillars over there, so you have to make sure that you're on the right trail. So these are the pillars. I think at one point even this road was closed to the public, that's why you can see the chain, but now it's open, so I'm just gonna go up. But you can tell the trail is getting steep from here. Hopefully I make it up there in one piece. So the way to castle ruins is this side. I thought maybe this is the way, but I think I have to go on the trail now, like trail. This one is a little bit paved, but this is unpaved, so let's see. So initially the hike was pretty smooth and easy, but this is the toughest point of this hike because this is very steep, and I think I'm almost close to the ruins of castle. I'm just following the white markers, so let's see. Hopefully I make there. Again, you gotta make sure that you follow. Oh, this is a frog. You can see where you go. There it is, if it's visible. But you have to make sure that you follow the white marker. All right, let's go. So yeah, I think this is the steepest part of the hike. I think I'm almost at the summit. Let's hope so. Oh man, yeah, it's steep. So you can see the Lake Ramapo from here. I don't know how clear it is, but I think I'm almost at the top because I can see the steps right there. So let's go. So finally I can see the ruins from here. So just heading there right now. Let's see. Those are the ruins, and this is the view. Man, I think that's the tower I was close by. I passed that. So these are the ruins. So at one point in history this used to be a residence, but today it's only the ruins. So I'm just gonna go in and see, and I'll tell you the history of this castle. Basically, I think this would have been Oval Office. Basically, you can see the round what do you call, walls. It would be the entrance or the doorway. You can tell there was a lot of love and effort that went into making this castle, because the construction is like that. Nobody makes medieval time houses just for fun. But yeah, like it just stands a ruin today. So I'm gonna tell you the story of this castle. Basically in the early 1900, William Porter built this place, and he was, I think, he used to work in stock exchange, and then in 1911 he died in a car crash. So his wife Ruth, she married Van Slyke. After marrying Van Slyke, you know, they renamed this place from Foxcroft to Van Slyke Castle, because initially it was called Foxcroft, because the hill I'm standing on right now, it's called Fox Hills. But you know, once the Van Slyke, you know, once the husband died again, Ruth sold the house, and it was sold, I think, twice after that. And the last owner, once she got divorced, she left this property abandoned. And yeah, after that in 1952 the place was burned to ground by vandals. And yeah, that's the story of this whole house. So I mean, it's pretty sad, but that's where it is. So I guess this is the right point to end this video, even though there is a water tower just few minutes from here, but it's gonna be something similar. So I don't think, you know, there's a need to go there, because first of all, it's pretty hot today. It wasn't hot earlier, but now it's hot. And second, I just walked up the steepest hill, so I'm tired. So I hope you guys like this video. But one thing I would have to say, that after coming to such locations, one can only wonder, what's the point of running after things? What's the point of gathering worldly things, or making anything like this? Because if in the end it's gonna end in ruins, then there is no point on you know, like, running after anything. So you just have to live your life, enjoy, and stop worrying about, or stop stressing about the future, because you don't know what you're saving up for, what you're running after is gonna be there forever or not. So that's my take from it. And yeah, I hope you guys like this video, and if you did, make sure you like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon, and I see you guys in my next video. Until then, take care. Thank you very much.